Hope, I hear on BBC CWR. Local football, as I say, for a Wednesday. Stratford Town, let's talk to a man who's not been on the show for quite a while. Jed McCrory, the chairman. Jed, great to have you back on. Do our lawyers need to be listening?
I'm on best behaviour. My wife has put me in a padded cell where everyone's been trying to put me for a year. How are you?
I'm very well, my friend. You haven't had any fallouts with anyone from the Southern League then recently, no?
No, not that. Well, they don't speak to me, so I wouldn't know.
That's all right. That's that's fair.
Send
That's
them a
fair
Christmas
enough.
card, though.
That's fair enough. So, Jed, just sum up the season for the Bards so far. Looking to push on, I think, in the new year would be the way of looking at it, would it not?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, there was a lot of change in the summer.
Yeah.
And I think the lads come back from IB for a little bit late, so we started the season late.
Right.
But that's what you get.
Okay.
So we started the season poorly, and we all admit that. But also with a lot of changes in the coaching staff and also in the team. It takes a little while to gel. But I think in the last 10 games, we've picked up 16 points. That's quite good going. We've had a lot of injuries, and it was funny in the week, someone was saying, last week people were saying to me, oh yeah, but we expect you to kick on, you're playing Stourbridge, Neither Market, and I smiled.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Wevo, Ison, Laff, Landers coming off half hour, and I looked at the team and I thought, when I first come in, Stratford Town couldn't survive with 4 big players missing.
No.
And we drew 2-2 with the team that won our division with 2 months to go, and they've just come down. And then Stourbridge are obviously one of the big clubs in the division.
Yes.
And they were delighted to take a point. So sometimes you just got to step back and go, we've come a long way. We've done really well over the last couple of seasons. And we have ups and downs. That's what football is. It's the emotions, the highs and lows.
Yes.
And I think we're exciting to watch. We need to do a little bit more in the final third. We all accept that. But when we turn up on Saturday and you've got 1,600 people who have turned up to watch us, get behind us, and we have a remembrance day like we had with like the mayor there, politicians from all parties, the Sergeant Major, Kevin was there, and you look round and you almost forget it's a football club because it's become such a big community club. And it does make you emotional. It makes, I mean, my little boy walked out with the wreath with Macca's little boy, and that was a touching moment. And of course the football club was born from World War. So, you know, we're bigger than football. We want to get up. Of course we want to get up. And we'll have a good go and see where we end up. We'll have a look after Christmas. If we can get round about 32, 33 points after 20 games, we'll go again. But there's a lot going on down there. Walking footballs at over 110 people. That started 6 weeks ago.
Brilliant. That's fantastic.
It's humbling. You've been down our place. It's really humbling.
No, definitely. No, it's fantastic with the walking football and everything else that's you've got going on with it. You know, the academy and all the kids' teams coming through and whatever. And you are, you know, stitched into the community now down there in Tiddington, just outside Stratford Town Centre. We won't get on to parking necessarily, I don't think, tonight, because that's probably a story for another show, Jed. But there are still issues with parking, which the local residents aren't overly enamoured with. I think that's fair to say. We'll just draw a line and leave that.
I feel sorry for them, though, Rob. I do feel sorry for them, because I wouldn't have put the football club there.
No.
That's not my issue. No. I wouldn't have.
No.
But I'll tell you, just on the academy, you're aware that 3 of our young lads have been picked for England school selections.
Fantastic. That's brilliant.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great. That's absolutely fabulous. No, it really is. That is brilliant. Fantastic. And that's what non-league football is about. We've talked so much with whoever we've had on this show, you know, over the last couple of years since I've been doing it, you know, about Racing Warwickshire, whoever it is, bringing up the youngsters through the academy teams, you know, through the youth teams and making them first team players. And that's how non-league football clubs, a lot of them, survive. And that's probably the way to do it, Jed, isn't it, organically?
Yeah, well, I think it's a mixture of things.
Yes.
So you want to organically go through and set up the right coaching syllabuses, and I like to try and work with all our local clubs as well. I always shout out the local clubs, and if we can loan a player, our academy players go out there, then we would do that to try and help everybody.
Yeah.
But it's also, we've turned it into a family club, and I was with Danny on Saturday, the mayor, who I really like. What a lovely lady. A lovely family. And that's unusual for me to say that about a politician, by the way, Rob. Please note.
Yes, yes.
Please note that.
Correct,
And
yes.
Jason was there, the former mayor, and he's a lovely chap as well.
Good.
Please note too.
Okay,
I won't
excellent.
go too far with three.
No, right.
But, we were looking around, and I said to Danny,
Yes.
look at this here, 1,600 people, and what you notice? And she was saying they're laughing, they're happy. I said, no, there's not one steward in the building.
Yeah.
Not one police officer, not one steward, and there was nothing like that atmosphere in a football club. Where the Stourbridge fans were brilliant. They stayed and had a drink in the bar after, and the family vibe around the place. Because I'm from old school football, because I am getting old now, Rob. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
to have that
We both
vibe.
are. Yeah, go on.
Well, you know what I mean. To sit there and see
absolutely,
the old boys and the youngsters.
To have football self-policing is what it should be about at whatever level. And I understand why it isn't. The further up the tree you get, and the more, I don't know, important it becomes in people's lives. But to hear that story that your ground is self-policing is a fantastic achievement. So again, well done for that, Jed. I mean,
it's the community, isn't it? The community come together.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like, going back to last night, the Birmingham Senior Cup, looks like you gave quite a good account of yourselves against Solihull Moors, obviously from the National League, so a couple of divisions above, but you just dipped out 1-0 last night, so that's right, isn't it?
Well, I should have known when the ref turned up with no hair. I was going to pull my hair out watching him, wasn't I? He was having a laugh.
You had Jack Storrs sent off just before half-time for 2 yellows, didn't you? Is that what you're going to tell me? Yes.
No, I'm not. I'm not just that. I said it's not just that. Jack, everyone attacks Jack. Honestly, three tackles Jack made in the first half.
Right.
And he yellow carded him for 2.
Right.
And the second one, I mean, it's funny because the ref sent me a WhatsApp message saying, "Can you send me the game?" I went, "No, I don't want you to watch how bad you were because we've watched you once. I don't want to watch it twice." But it was quite funny, but I was over the moon, Rob. I'll probably get a fine for that one. Someone's got to get it, though, Rob. It wouldn't be me, would it?
No, quite.
But just on that, there was 8 first-team players from Solihull. Dave Body's there, former Colts CEO.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, he's the top man at Solihull now, or on the board, definitely, yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and I like Dave, and known him a long, long time.
Yeah.
And they've got 8 first-teamers, and then they got the kid on loan from Man United.
Right.
And there's us rocking it with the 2 kids, the 16-year-olds been picked for England schools.
Okay,
and
brilliant.
we got our first team sitting in the take 3 rows down from me, just in front of Dave. and they're like looking at it going, well, this could be a cricket score. But I take the hat off to the young lads who played on us. They were outstanding.
Yep.
We had plenty of chances to go and nick the game. But I'm glad the ref played for them with the other 8 and the Man United lads. It worked out quite well. I was quite pleased with that. And then he deducted us to 10. I thought, I don't even know what we're playing anymore. But it was a brilliant game, great day. And Dave's got out there with a headache going, because I'm saying to Dave, I think between us, we've got £1 million budget. I just think we've got the change in the pocket that top up towards you are.
Jed, ladies and gentlemen, with his tongue firmly in his cheek at that point. Honestly.
Good fun though, Rob. That's what football's about.
It is. Yeah, you have to have a laugh. Even in adversity, you can have a laugh. That's what life should be about, really. Paul Robinson, talk to me about him, because we've had the gaffer on. Paul Davies was on a few weeks ago, and we've had various players on throughout the course of the season, and they were saying, how sort of invaluable his experience and knowledge on the coaching staff has been over these last few months, Jed.
Yeah, so Paul came in because he's a local guy, and he's added value to the club with professional mentality, obviously, and his coaching ability to demand more. And that's the difference when you have an amateur footballer. Professionals, they demand more. They don't let you lower your standards. And Paul was very good at that. Now, previously, we brought Ian Holloway in to do some coaching. Darren Soul did a lot of coaching. Basho, I'm a huge fan of Basho. Keenan Richards. he come in and raised the standards, so Paul come in and done the same. The problem was the club didn't align with Paul when it came to his family, and I get that. He'll go watch his lad on a Saturday or on a Tuesday, and then he'll watch his other lad. And it's difficult that when you're trying to kick on that you have someone's not there one day a week. So we're part-timers. We all are locally.
Yeah.
So when you do a Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, if you miss 2 Saturdays or you miss a Thursday or a Tuesday, when it comes to players missing them days, it's very hard to discipline them if you can't get your coaching staff there all the time. Now, in fairness to Paul, there's not an issue with Paul or anything like that. He definitely brought us up a level on the professional level, but we want to go up, and so we need to bring another coach in to take us up another level, to take the weight off. We have got another coach in Andy, who's very good, but we're always looking to lift the bar, but we also bring in guest coaches who are from the professional sector to lift the bar in a different way as well. So it's a little bit of a different model, but we would like a bit more consistency, but it's very hard, as any non-league club would tell you, to pay for that level of coach to come in on a full-time basis.
Yes, of course. So just so we're clear, is Paul Robinson still sort of coming in and helping out, or no? You've agreed to?
No, Paul's not with us now.
Right.
But it's football, isn't it?
Yeah.
No issues.
No, that's fine. No, it's absolutely. I was just looking for clarification over what you were saying, really. So he was there with you for a while, but like you say, he's got family commitments, watching his lads, whatever, playing football. So he couldn't devote the time that necessarily he wanted to, probably, to be able to make it work best for you as well. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's fair enough. And respectfully, I mean, he's been in the game a long time.
Yes,
Can you imagine the amount of hours he's given the game and not been with his family?
Yes.
No,
exactly.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, well, look at the Rob Edwards. It's a very different situation, but the Rob Edwards situation at Wolves today. You know, he's been living away from his family, and you know, he spent 4 months at Middlesbrough, and has decided that his family, being near his family, is more important than managing Middlesbrough Football Club. Which again, you can't argue with, can you? Yeah, exactly.
There's two sides of it.
No, exactly.
I know Rob because he was Luton manager as well.
Yes,
but
he
played 100 games for Wolves.
Yeah,
and he's up at Middlesbrough, and take the name Middlesbrough away. This is how harsh football is. He's only 7 games away from being sacked, because if he loses 7, he loses his job. So football's very, very tough, and the days have gone, apart from Man United and Arsenal recently, where they stick with a manager, they stick with a coach, and they try and embody what the football club is about. And you've got to go through these rough times to get people to where you want to be, to get the club where you want it to be. Otherwise, you end up with 3, 4, 5 managers. Look at Notts Forest. What's it? 3 managers already. It's tough. It's really tough. And then the level of manager that's debt-free for us, very hard to find. But you look in the Premier League, they've gone for Rob Edwards. What other managers would you have named to go into Wolves that roll off your tongue?
No, exactly. Yeah, there aren't. There's not a huge list. Let's bring it back to Stratford finally, and still aiming for playoffs. That you have a shot at the playoffs this season, Jed. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we put the Guinness pump in, and it's great. So I hope we get promoted, because I intend to empty a couple of barrels. But we'll see how they get on. If not, shall we sack the manager? Do you want the job, Rob? Did you have a word with Frank? Frank. We might go up with Frank.
Oh, crikey. Yeah.
Yeah, of course we are.
Hands off. Big hands off for the Sky Blues to Jed and Stratford for Frank Lampard. But yes, seriously, playoffs, having a tilt at that in the new year, definitely, yeah? Yeah,
I mean, look, the last 2 years we've got very close. Goal difference and a couple of points. Our aim is to get up. We want to get up. And it becomes harder every year because a lot more bigger teams come in with bigger wage bills. We run sustainably. CapEx goes in, but apart from that, we stay as sustainable as possible. And we always aim to promote players. I mean, I'll give you a stat, for example, Rob, yeah? We've sold more players coming through Stratford Town than the whole of our division in the last 5 years.
Right. Okay. Well, that's very impressive. Yeah.
But there's 2, and that's over 6 figures the club sold, by the way.
Right. Excellent.
in the 6 years, we've done that. So you put all the other teams together, they've not sold to the value of what we've sold. Now, people can go, well, you're in it to make money. No, we develop our academy players. We develop through the club. And if you look at it, there's now 3 of them representing England schools. But we give kids a chance to move on and get higher up the ladder. So there's a balance of giving your local kids the best chance to be the best they can be, and the aspirations of the club going up. But what fans sometimes struggle with is, if we've got players going up the ladder, the younger lads that are coming through will look at us and say, if we go to Stratford, we've got more chance of getting onto a bigger club. Yeah. The better the players come in, the more chance the club is going up. And we've been knocking the door for 2 years. It's hopefully we can get through the door this year.
Okay. Brilliant. We could carry on talking for the rest of the show, but I'm going to leave it there, Jed. But it's literally been fantastic to get you back on. I've really missed having our chats every episode. No, I have, genuinely. I'm not trying to take the mick. For once, I'm not taking the mick.
And ask you questions.
All right. Jed, take care. Up the barge. Thank you.
God bless. Merry
Cheers,
Christmas.
buddy. Yes, thank you very much.
Get in there early. All the best.
Cheers, pal. See you later. Jed McCrory, chairman of Stratford Town on BBC CWR at 26 minutes past 6. Follow.
Short now.